Hey everyone, this is Dana from Next Gen on this fabulous Freedom Fitness Friday. In week 48 of my fitness journey, I would like to talk to you about what happens during a routine eye exam. Now, specifically, my routine eye exam. And based on my eye health and my age, my optometrist asks to see me every year. Now, every once in a while, I might have to take a field vision test that is done by ophthalmologists. That's like every 5 to 6 years. Now, both exams are painless, but today I would like to talk to you about my annual routine eye exam. Now, the optometrist does this exam to make sure that my eyes are still healthy, and because I wear glasses, make sure that my prescription is up to date. Now, during this exam, they're going to check for eye disorders such as chronic dry eye, inflammation, glaucoma, age-related issues, and cataracts. Now, of course, I can go to the doctor anything outside of that. This is pretty much a preemptive check to make sure everything is going well. So I'm going to go to my regular visit, and what I would get before I would actually see the optometrist is to get some pre-exam tests, and the technician will perform these tests and then provide that information to the doctor. So the test would include what they would call color sensitivity tests. And I'm sure some people have seen those where you have to tell them what number you see, and there's a bunch of different colors to make sure that you can actually see the number. Then they have a peripheral vision test. And my all-time favorite is the glaucoma test. And that's when they puff air into your eyes. Now, I will tell you, that is one of my least favorite things. And when you take the glaucoma test, when they do the air puff test, I would strongly recommend that you do not hold your breath. And that's what I was doing. Come to find out, whenever I held my breath, my blood pressure would elevate. So I breathe normally, and it's a couple of puffs. That's it. And I convinced myself that everything's going to be okay. It doesn't hurt. I just don't like it. And then they're going to have a cover test to make sure that my eyes are working well together. I have two, and they work together. Now, he also will do a auto-refractor test. And this is when he takes my glasses and he actually looks at the prescription to make sure that that's corresponding and they can understand what my vision needs would be. Okay, now that is the technician. Then after I'm finished with the technician, then I would sit and wait for the doctor. Then I will, now the technician uses instruments, and then the optometrist has another set of instruments, and I'll basically tell you what they do. So I will sit in front of a nice reclining chair, and they have some instruments that are in front of me. And then the doctor is going to use some light to check my pupil's responsiveness and make sure that it does what it's supposed to do. Like when they shine the light in my eye, that the pupil gets smaller, and then when they move the light away, that it actually gets bigger. And they also are going to be using the light to check to make sure there's no signs of dry eye, corneal scratches, or bacterial debris. So they may have me look at this. They have this little, it's a cute little picture of something that they have me look at so that my eyes won't be wandering all over the place. So that's what the doctor is going to be doing. Then they have what they call, that's for a pupillary reaction. Then they have what they call the slit lamp test, and that's called a biomicroscope. And they're going to shine the light to magnify my eye's surface and check for any abnormalities in my cornea, iris, and lens. Now, this may be taking a few minutes, and I'm doing a lot of blinking, doing a lot of blinking and staring at the doctor's ear so that she can look closely at my eye surface. Now, I'm giving you a bunch of information, but it really doesn't take that long. And then the famous visual acuity and refraction. And this is the test where they have an eye test, they have numbers and letters that's on the other end of the office, and they ask me to identify the letters and the numbers. And I'm covering one eye and then the other, and then I remove of course, I'm doing this without my glasses, so they can check to see my vision. And they also take they move the instrument down, and they will change the prescription to see if my prescription is the same or if it needs to be adjusted. So what they'll do is they'll change the lenses, and they'll ask me like 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 3 to 4. They'll ask me which looks clearer, so that they can make sure that whatever lens I'm using actually allows me to see the numbers and the letter better far away or even close up, because they do one set that's close up and they do another set of tests that's far away. Now, this one happens every now and then, but because of my eye history, they do what they call a pupil dilation. So in a pupil dilation, what they do is they want to examine my retina and my optic nerve. So what they'll do is they'll put some drops in my eyes. Now, of course, I don't like it. So what they do is they put it where my where the opening is. They have me close my eyes. They put the drops on my near the opening of my eye, and then they put it on there, and then they have me open my eyes and close it again, which means the drops will fall into my eyes. So what the drops are going to do is it's going to allow my pupils to enlarge. It's because normally the pupils need to be enlarged so they can look further in. Because remember what I was saying? When the light is shown into your eyes, normally your pupils get smaller. And then when it's dark, your pupils get bigger. So what they want to do is they want the pupil to get bigger. So they have to put drops in to make it enlarge so they can look at the back of my eye. Now, because of these drops and my pupil being open, and it's going to be usually for up to an hour or two after the exam, when I go out into sunlight, my pupils will not get smaller like they're supposed to. So at the end of the exam, if they do the pupil dilation, I get these really cool glasses that would keep the sun from damaging my eyes. So what you want to do is you want to avoid direct sunlight after you get that test. And again, they give me cool glasses so I can go home. So after the exam, they will give me a prescription. Now, in Maryland, where I live, the prescriptions are up to 2 years. But if there's no change, they just give me a prescription that's good for another 2 years. Anything else that I need to have done, they'll let me know after the exam, whether I need to take a field vision test or whether they want to see me in a couple of weeks for whatever reason. But so far, I have had no problems. I've been going to this doctor for over 10 years, so they can see the progression of my eyes to see whether there's any challenges or not. So that's why it's important to go when your optometrist suggests that you do it. That way, if there's any challenges with your eyes, they can take care of it right then and there. Of course, everything is preventative medicine, and that's what this fitness journey is all about. So hopefully you got a lot out of my adventures with the eye doctor. I see them every year, and I am so looking forward to seeing them this year. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next week.